It all began one sunny morning, on a quiet Lagos street. I went to my hairdresser salon, a small but cheerful space on a balcony. The air smelled of hair cream and hope. She was there, like always, smiling, walking, laughing with her customers. You'd never guess the pain she carried behind that smile. Her name is Gina, a beautiful ebony-skinned woman in her early 30s. A graduate. A mother of 3. A woman who had learned how to work hard and survive in Lagos. For over 2 years, I've known her ever since I started locking my hair. Her place is close to the campus, always busy, always alive. And in all that time, I thought the man in her house was her husband. I was wrong. That day, she told me something that broke my heart. The man I always saw with her was not her husband. He was just her baby's father. They'd been living together for 10 years, 10 long years of struggle and silence. She said, "Auntie, I just moved out last week." I smiled and said, "Congratulations." Then she sighed and said, "Let me tell you why." For years, that man beat her. He took every kobo she made from her salon, to gamble, to drink, to waste. She paid rent, school fees, food, everything. He gave nothing, except bruises. Sometimes he flogged her in front of her customers, with a whip he kept by his chair. And if anyone tried to defend her, he'd shout, "Mind your business before I show you who's the man here." They'd all leave quietly. And she'd clean her tears and keep braiding. She told me that at night, after everyone slept, she'd sit beside her small kerosene lamp, crying quietly so her children wouldn't hear. She said, "Sometimes I think I'm the fool for staying." But she stayed, because she had nowhere else to go. Because she wanted her children to have a father. Because she believed he'd change. Then one evening, her younger sister came to visit. She had just gotten married and wanted to braid her hair. Gina told her, "I couldn't attend your wedding, but at least let me do your hair today." It was already 7 p.m. when the man came home. He looked at them, angry, and barked, "Didn't I tell you to stop making hair at night?" Gina froze. The younger sister stood slowly, unsure what to say. That night, something broke inside her. The man stormed closer, shouting. The sister's voice shook as she said, "She's almost done." He yelled again, "I said stop that hair." And that was it. The sister quietly packed her bag and left. But she didn't go home. She went to the police station. A few minutes later, he heard knocks at the gate. "Open up. Police." Before he could run, they grabbed him. Right there, in front of neighbors, they handcuffed him. The same neighbors who used to whisper, "Sorry," now watched silently. That night, Gina's children were taken to her parents' house. And for the first time in 10 years, she slept in peace. Her younger sister took the children home that night. They slept in her lap all through the ride. She told me, "I kept looking at their faces, and thanking God they grew up safe." The next morning, her parents called a family meeting. They told her, "You're not going back there. Not again." They paid for a new apartment. Bought furniture. Changed the children's school. And told her, "Start again, my daughter." A few weeks later, I went to see her new salon. It was smaller, but beautiful. Clean walls, laughter, music playing softly. She was smiling again, a real smile this time. She said, "Auntie, I can finally sleep without fear." I could see peace in her eyes. Her children started a new school, new uniforms, new friends, fresh joy. Every morning, she walks them to the gate, waves, and whispers, "Go shine, my babies." That's what freedom sounds like. As for the man, the same week she left, he rented out her old room. He didn't ask where she went. Didn't call. Didn't care. Now he sits alone, broke, angry, and forgotten. And maybe one day, he'll realize what he lost, but by then, it will be too late. Today, Gina lives peacefully with her 3 kids. They eat breakfast together, laugh, play, and even pray before bed. Her salon is doing well. Her customers love her. She looks radiant, free, beautiful, and strong. When I asked her if she'll ever go back to him, she smiled and said, "Over my dead body." This story isn't just hers. It's the story of so many women, strong, educated, capable, but trapped by hope and fear. If you're listening to this and you're in that kind of pain, please, walk away. You deserve peace. You deserve love that doesn't hurt. Pause. Because sometimes, living isn't weakness. It's survival. If you or someone you know is facing abuse, please reach out for help. You deserve peace, not pain.